bar inserting. I have APRM downscales.
Mike, I understand. Mode switch to shutdown. Rod bar inserting. APRM bar.
At the Peach Bottom nuclear plant, 50 miles north of Baltimore, operators are running an emergency shutdown drill in a mock control room.
Mike, I'm ready for your follow-up scramble report.
It's been 3 years since a 9.0 earthquake and tsunami hit Japan
The tsunami reached as far as 10 kilometers inland.
and led to the meltdown of 3 reactors at Fukushima Daiichi, and the crisis is still unfolding.
Fukushima wasn't just a wake-up call for the United States and the industry and the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, but it was a wake-up call for the world. It taught us to consider what would happen if there was a massive earthquake and a massive tsunami that takes out both your off-site power and your diesel power, so you have a station blackout situation.
In the United States, the accident hit close to home, as 30 out of the 100 nuclear plants in operation, including Peach Bottom, have a similar design to Fukushima Daiichi. Engineers are reevaluating all 100 for earthquake vulnerability.
It made us think differently. We had to ask the question, what if we're wrong?
In response, nuclear operators expect to spend $2 billion in safety upgrades nationally.
We work with Homeland Security.
Here at Peach Bottom, only a few small improvements are complete. Delivery of this emergency diesel-powered water pump is one of them. Do you think you've reached the logical endpoint, that you've done all that you can do?
We are doing the most important things first. We are installing the modifications and buying the equipment to keep our cores safe and to keep our containments intact.
But whether more updates will be mandated remains to be seen. The American nuclear industry, which produces about 70% of the carbon-free electricity in this country, is already facing challenges on 2 fronts. One is the public's perception of nuclear safety. The other is economic competition. Last year, owners said they would close 5 reactors at 4 sites, mostly because they were unable to compete with cheaper electricity generated by natural gas. From Fukushima Daiichi, you learned what can go wrong. You're saying you also got some positive pointers out of Japanese nuclear reactors?
From every event, if you're very self-critical, you learn on what happened. And I think our industry is very self-critical. We take a look at always the negative side. What could happen, to us here. And so we tried to take the learnings from Japan and make our plants safer.